going on? You feel me? It's your man's Young VerZ right here, the Music Game Radio podcast show, live in Philly. Yeah, that's right. We done came and brought Chicago all the way to the city of love, brotherly love. You feel what I'm saying? I got my man's Ladder.
You already know.
Ladder next to me.
Shout out to my guy, man, for coming to Philly from Chicago. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Salute, man. Yeah, you definitely just did your thing down there. 3 for 3. Right, 3 for 3. I just wanted to ask, like, man, how do you have so much energy like that? It was like all 3 of your songs was energetic. You know, it just seemed professional, right? Like you had breath marks, you know exactly where you need to breathe. You had dances for every single song for different parts of the song, right? And it was just like, even on the run backs, when he ran it back, he just ran it back on his own, and then you knew what to do, right? You really just commanded the crowd, even for that moment where he was trying to like get your music and stuff together. Like, so tell me about your artistry, like just show your process of being able to just handle things like this on an elite level consistently.
Well, besides, like, you know, being behind my manager, Music Matisse, with SMG and Forward Motion Management, I'm always, like, I want to look into getting better. So I would go on to YouTube, or I would just go out, check out people perform, and I would look at how they perform and do things. And sometimes, you know, I look at their mistakes, and I be like, you know, I know what not to do. I know what to do in tight spaces, big spaces, you know, stuff like that. So I learned from a lot of people and the things that they did and experiences that they went through, you know. So when I watch a lot of, like, people such as, I'm going to give you certain people, for example, I watch a lot of people like Beans, especially like back then when he was in his backstage times. Yeah. He had like a lot of energy. Then I look at people like Wayne. He always rocked the crowd. He do different things. He might jump out in the crowd, you know, stuff like that. So I take little tips. I might not jump out in the crowd, but I take little tips to doing certain things. Like I might look at a person like Jay-Z, and I might get my hand mimics and stuff like that from him or Nas. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that's when I create my own style. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like it come from it come from a lot of different places, but I still keep it original.
Right. Okay, man. Yeah, it was definitely salute to you. You definitely got it down to a science. You know. So another thing I wanted to ask too is motivational message. This is an exclusive. This is actually the first time that I wanted to do this. Once I seen you perform, I was like, okay, I gotta have him say something to the people, something that other people didn't get a chance to say, you know, because I mean, like your energy, just what you're doing is just on a different level. I'm gonna just say it like that. So motivational message to the people, you know, to keep them going that may be on their last leg. Motivational message. What would you tell them?
I would just tell them, you know I said earlier, keep your faith in God, but I would just tell them, you know, like, at the end of the day, you're going to always have to figure something out for yourself when you in either bad situations or when you in times of depression. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go through these times. Right. You know, we strong. We can only go through so much. Like, but at the end of the day, it's either going to make us or break us. So are you going to allow it to break you, or you going to allow it to make you? And I'm strong enough to allow it to make me. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I don't want to be broken. I see what happens when people get broken down. They don't never come back. Some people be strung out on drugs, or some people just hold on to grudges for the rest of their life. And sometimes that stuff don't really even be that deep to do that. You know, you could just let it go, but some people don't have the power or the strength to be made. Like, you know what I'm saying? They break instead of being made. Or should I say made? You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of people say made men or self-made, stuff like that, because they learn from situations and experiences they've been through.
Facts. All facts, man. And you're right, man. That's like holding on to those grudges, that's a poison. You know what I mean? You get poisoned like that, just holding on to yesterday, what happened to you 2 years ago, 10 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? And life is moving forward. And that's, you know, I think that's the big problem right there. Thank you for sharing that big difference. You know what I mean? All right, man, one more time before we get out of here. You definitely was outside. You popped outside today. I'm glad I popped out too. All the way from the Midwest. You feel what I'm saying? This definitely had to happen today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we definitely gonna get you on live on air for the Music Game Radio podcast show at My Radio Chicago, where we have over 500,000 listeners. You feel what I'm saying? And we want to get that "I'm Outside" song. If you got your DJ service packed together, I'm gonna make sure you get all my info. Yeah, I'm not.
Lock me in on all of that. Sorry to cut you off, but lock me in on all of that, because, like I said, I'm willing to learn. I'm not one of them guys where you can't talk to. I'm hard to manage. Like, I'm easy to manage, so I'm good with my team, but I'm always talking to other people to learn information so I can bring back to my team, and then we learn and we lock in and get better.
Facts. It's definitely about the culture. We doing this for the culture. When you do it for the right reasons, it definitely pays off, man. So before we get out of here, tell the people what you got going on, who you are, or where to follow you at one more time.
Well, before I tell y'all what I got going on, I just want to let y'all know you can follow me at Ladder_Leef. The regular ladder like you climb, and LEEF. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to let y'all know that, we got a lot of stuff going on with Stocked Up, the clothing brand. Right now, you can see I got the hoodie, I got shirt, and I got the jeans and denims on. But right now, we got a lot of stuff in the store. And I just want to let y'all know, man, we having a lot of events. Next month, May 6th, right now? May 6th, we having another stock market where we have a flea market, basically, where we have a whole bunch of vendors, like over 10 to 15 vendors, all different kinds of things. Somebody might be making carpets. Somebody might be flowering plants. They can help you out with planting, if that's what you into, or flowering. And then we got other people who sell clothes as well and do all kinds of other stuff in there. So, like I said, man, we do this from the ground up, and we just take all our people from the ground up, and we stick together, and we just take it on to a bigger and better platform. That's why we call it Stocked Up, because we elevate within.
Stocked Up. For sure. Loving that name, Stocked Up. Loving it from the ground up, from the bottom. I heard you mention that too during your performance about, literally climbing that ladder.
One more thing I want to say as far as the music, you can check out Throwback Mafia Volume 1 out on all mixtape platforms. Audio Mac, Spin Rilla, SoundCloud. I got a lot of other exclusive music on SoundCloud, and I got music on mainstream platforms, and I got videos on YouTube. So just check me out, man. I'm working.
Y'all heard it right here. It's my man's Ladder Leef. Salute to you one more time. It's your man's Young VerZ right here at the music game. It's to make it happen himself. That's my time. We out. You ain't got to go home. You got to get the hell up out of here. Yeah.